What's up, legends? If you want to start investing in MetaZoo cards, I'm here with another 5 cards that I think are undervalued right now that I think may be worth picking up. But if it's your first time here, my name is Luke, and if you like collecting shiny cardboard and chasing nostalgia, you are in the right place. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below to come along the collecting journey with me. But let's jump right into our list with our 5 undervalued cards, which are cards that I am personally picking up myself, so you can know that I'm putting my money where my mouth is. And the first one on our list is Flood the Earth from the Nightfall set. The price on this card has stayed fairly stable overall over the last several months. Now, it did reach its high point actually back in February, and since then it's been dipping a little bit down to $14. And so I think if you can get it at that $14 price point, I think you'll be doing pretty well. Now, the reason I think this card is going to hold its value in the long run is, for one, it's one of the Unlucky 13 from the Nightfall set. Again, this is a special subset where the cards come in either full holo or non-holo, whereas most cards come in also a reverse holo version, but these are unique in that way. And the Unlucky 13 in full holo tend to be some of the more desirable cards in the set, and I think a lot of them are pretty undervalued right now, but this one especially, being that it actually contains 2 very popular cryptids in it. So even though this is not a beastie card, it's a spell card, it actually contains the Loveland Frogman, who looks like he's kind of casting a spell to flood the earth, and honestly it really reminds me of that scene from, I believe it's the Half-Blood Prince from Harry Potter, where you have Dumbledore kind of right next to the sea and it's just kind of raging all around it. I think it's a super cool card. I love the blues in it. So Loveland Frogman is in there, but also you have Chessie. So these are 2 very popular cryptids that I think is going to contribute to the value for the long term of this card. And number 2 on our list is the Blood Ruby Full Holo from Cryptid Nation First Edition. The reason I think this card is worth picking up, again, is because this is one of the reserve list cards. Now, if you missed our last investment video, you can go check that out in the card, I believe here or maybe here. We actually talked more about what the reserve list is and why it contributes to the value of some of these cards. And so this is one that I didn't get to mention in the last video, but as you can see, I have picked one up myself because I do think it's undervalued right now. And actually, I was able to pick this up from Whatnot. Now, if you're not familiar, Whatnot is an app that features live streamed auctions where you can bid on things like MetaZoo cards, and I find you can often get some great deals, and I know I got a good deal on this one as well. So make sure you use my link in the description below, and you can actually get a $10 credit to buy MetaZoo cards on Whatnot. Now, for number 3 on our list, I have to give a bit of a disclaimer because when I first prepared this list, it was actually a few weeks ago, and since then a few things have happened that have caused me to kind of push this video back, which one was the release of Wilderness. We've been opening up some Wilderness on the channel, and then also my wife had a baby recently, so all that to say, this video was going to come out a little bit sooner. But the reason I mentioned that is because when I first made this list, the card that I'm about to mention was worth a lot less than it is now. It's actually climbed significantly since then, but I will say I do still feel that it may be undervalued, and that card is the 2nd edition New Year's New Beginnings. Now, the 2nd edition version of this card is one that you could pull from this year's holiday promo boxes, and the 1st edition version is worth $260 on TCG Player. I know it came out before the release of 1st edition Cryptid Nation, and I think it may have even come out before the Kickstarter release. Now, I recognize that price point may be out of range for most people, and I'm not sure that the 1st edition is necessarily undervalued right now, but I do think the 2nd edition is. In fact, let me just read you my notes that I wrote down from a few weeks ago. I basically said, what I think is that this card over time is going to piggyback off of the success of its 1st edition counterpart, and so I think that it may be undervalued at that $35 price point, again, which was several weeks ago, and it turned out that that was actually correct because now this card is worth 43 bucks. And guys, again, I hesitate to recommend this card as an undervalued card when it's kind of on the incline, but honestly, I do still feel that this card may be undervalued even at that price point. But definitely search around on eBay and maybe even on Whatnot, and you might be able to snag a deal for even less than that, and I think this would still be a good pickup. Now, number 4 is a card that I've also picked up recently, and I haven't even opened it up from its packaging. And when I get the opportunity, I love to be able to open up cards with you guys on the channel. So let's go ahead and do that right now and reveal what it is. All right, let's see what we got here. Definitely did a good job packaging this. Very nice. Got like double mailers in here. All right. And I actually ordered more than one card from this person, so we'll be seeing a few things in here, but there's one card in particular that is actually making our number 4 on the list. So let's see here. First of all, okay, this is not the number 4 on the list, but worth showing off real quick. Got the Hollow Headless Horseman, but definitely worth taking a quick look at. This is another really cool card. Who knows, maybe this will make a top 5 list eventually. But the card that is number 4 on our list is Loveland Frogman, full hollow from first edition Cryptid Nation. All right, let's get this out and check on the condition really fast. All right, looking pretty good. Wow, even the centering is pretty good, honestly. It's a little bottom heavy. This is a card I did not have yet, and it actually happens to be my favorite cryptid. Now, the reason that it makes our list is because this is, like I said earlier, a fan favorite. And now the way I see it, I just can't help but compare MetaZoo and Cryptid Nation to the base set of Pokémon. And obviously in Pokemon, you have Charizard, and actually we know for sure that the Charizard of MetaZoo Cryptid Nation is Mothman. And we do have a few other more expensive cards right after that, but as far as cryptids go, I feel like the second most popular one might be Loveland Frogman. And I can't help but just feel like Loveland Frogman is the Blastoise of MetaZoo, the Blastoise of the Cryptid Nation set. And so for that reason, I just see a lot of upside potential because this card is currently going for $61. So this is definitely the most expensive card on our top 5 list here. But I feel like we could see this going up quite a bit in the coming years. To put into perspective, the Blastoise from base set is going for around $100. And honestly, I could see this card going up to $100 in a few years. I think even if you can't afford the first edition version of this card, I think the second edition one is also a great pickup. The second edition one is going for only $9. And I think, you know, if you look at base set 2, you could maybe compare it to base set 2 in a way. You could possibly even compare second edition Cryptid Nation to the unlimited version of base set. But if we compare this to the base set 2 Blastoise, that's worth about $90. So again, I still feel like even the second edition of this card has a lot of potential. And again, being that I think it's one of the most popular cryptids out there, and I think one of the most iconic artworks in MetaZoo, just period, I think that this is a really undervalued card, even at $61 right now. So if you have the money to get the first edition one, that one is definitely going to be the best pickup, but even the second edition, I think, will be a good pickup as well. All right, I am so stoked to have that in my collection. I feel like this copy was looking really nice too. All right, guys. So now we are down to our 5th item on our list. And actually, it's not just a single card. I actually like to share for our 5th item a sealed product because I feel like there's also a lot of potential for sealed investments within MetaZoo. And what I'm going to choose for our 5th item here is the MetaZoo Walmart hangers. Now, these came out just a little bit ago, and to give you a little bit of background, so MetaZoo has been trying to get into retail stores, and so Walmart was the very first one that they were basically being tested out in. And so Walmart wasn't guaranteed that they were going to stock these long term, but these hangers were basically the test run to basically give Walmart some confidence to know whether or not they should actually stock them the same that they do for Pokemon and Magic and all of that. And so because of that, these boxes were super limited. You might still be able to find them occasionally. That's only if people haven't just bought out all of them. But yeah, I feel like because of how limited these are, I feel like it makes them very rare, and I think it makes them very undervalued. So these at MSRP actually go for $15, and I actually was able to get these on our very first MetaZoo card hunt. So that was pretty fun. And so, you know, at this point, you're probably not going to be able to find these for that price point. You could probably find them on eBay for a little bit more. But I think honestly, even if you can get these for $25 or $30 and keep them sealed, I think that would probably be the best scenario. I think that that's the best thing that you should do. So yeah, guys, I want to open these up and we'll see some of the contents, because there's a few reasons why I also think these will hold value besides the rarity. And one is that you actually have the potential to get a box topper, which usually comes only in the booster boxes. And you know, this has not been officially confirmed, but I think what I've heard is that it was actually a mistake that the box toppers were included in some of these boxes. And we're going to open up here and see if we got one in here. I'm not quite sure, because we actually got one just by luck in our first opening. Yep, so I don't see anything like that. I don't see the box topper. But what we do have is this very unique promo card. So I think that this makes this box a little bit more desirable as well, because this is the only place you can get this promo card. But you also get 3 packs, so I still think it's a great value even without the box topper. And you'll see the specific value of this promo card on screen now. But yeah, let's go ahead and open up our packs here, and we'll see if we can pull anything cool. I always do enjoy just opening up some packs on a video, no matter what we're talking about. So as I was saying, I'm pretty sure that it was an accident that box toppers were included in these products. But what I believe happened was whoever put them together, I think what they did was they opened up the just a bunch of Crypto Nation 2nd edition booster boxes, and they probably saw that, oh, there's these box toppers. They didn't really know what to do with them, and so I think they just stuck them in some of the boxes. And so I think that it was completely unintentional. But again, the fact that you have that potential for a box topper, it makes these boxes, I think, really unique. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool for that reason. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that you can actually weigh these boxes to find out whether or not you have a box topper in them. So that's one thing you want to watch out for. And actually, just in the spirit of full disclosure, if you guys saw my first opening of these boxes when we went on the hunt, I actually did not weigh those at all. It was by sheer luck that the very first box that we opened up was one with a box topper. Now, what I will say is that since then, I actually did go ahead and get a scale, and I did actually weigh the ones that I had left. And so these two were 2 of the heavier ones, but honestly, they weren't heavy by very much, just by, you know, 0.1 or 0.5 at the most of a gram. And so I don't know. I don't have very much hope that we're going to get a box topper today, because we already got one in our first one. We got the reverse squonk, but you just never know. We're going to open up this one, which I think is the heaviest of all of the ones I had left, and we're going to see if we can pull one. So yeah, guys, I don't really want to advocate for weighing, but I kind of just decided that I'm going to keep the rest of these boxes, and so I figured if I'm going to keep them, I want to at least open a few more, and of course I might as well open the ones that may have a potential for a box topper. But yeah, I just mentioned all that so you can be careful as you're maybe looking to purchase one of these boxes, because I think it's going to be a really good long-term investment. It's a very unique product. There's never been anything they've released like it. I don't know if there ever will be afterwards. We'll see. Oh, nice. We got the Slide Rock Bolter in the full hollow. It's one that I have not pulled yet, so that's great. There still are quite a few in the 2nd edition that I've yet to pull. So yeah, we'll take that. All right, guys, but let's open up this to end off our video. I hope you liked our top 5 lists today and found it helpful. But let's find out what we have in this last box, if we maybe got a box topper or maybe not. And looking through here, yeah, I don't believe we did, which is fine. We got that promo card again and our packs. And like I said, that's just what I expected, because if the rumor is true that all they did was just empty out a bunch of booster boxes and then stuck the box toppers in just however many of them, that means that I think you would probably have, because there's 3 packs in each of these, wouldn't that mean that you have a 1 in 9 chance of getting a box topper? I think that math checks out, right? You can let me know in the comments below. Math is not my strong suit. So the fact that we got one already means we probably don't have any more in the rest of the boxes that I got from Walmart. And I did get most of the ones that were on the shelf. I just left one for someone else to get. And we have the Fresno Nightcrawlers reverse. And we're gonna open now a Hodag pack. But please let me know in the comments below what you think about the cards I mentioned on the list. Am I totally off on any of them? I'd love to know your opinions. Maybe you can even let me know some more cards you think are undervalued, and I can research them and maybe I'll include them in a future video like this. So you guys seem to like this style of video, so I'm definitely happy to make more of them in the future. All right, we got the reverse Flatwoods Monster. That's a good one. It's deserving of a sleeve. I guess the Flatwoods Monster will probably be the main mascot of the UFO set, which will be coming out, I believe, later this year. So that's pretty cool. All right, and off on our Mothman pack. We still have yet to pull a Mothman from any pack, so let's hope for that. We have the City, Cosmic Aura, Alien Astronaut, Haste, Matlock, Space Penguins, Crossroads, Miracle Touch, Shock Aura, and okay, just a Funeral Mountain Terror Shot. So not the best luck in those boxes. We did get one full holo, so that's good. But yeah, guys, I hope you found this helpful. Again, here are some of the cards that we've mentioned today. And I think these would be some great pickups. And man, I'm just super stoked to finally get my favorite cryptid in the first edition. Now, if you like MetaZoo investing and opening videos, I think you'll want to check out one of these videos on screen next. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to support the channel. And lastly, I want to let you know that no matter what you're going through, you are not alone. God is with you and He loves you, and we do too. I'll catch you next time.